And I think a work of art is the making of a living thing. Nothing must be mandatory. Everything has to be inspired. An architect is a composer. Truly, his greatest act is that of composing and not designing. If you think of the Parthenon being made of columns and spaces in columns, you can say the columns are no light, and the space between the columns is light. There is no such thing as architecture. There is the spirit architecture, but it has no presence whatsoever. What does have presence is a work of architecture, and at best it must be considered as an offering to architecture itself, merely because of the wonder of its beginning. So when people talk about architecture being in one niche, and then urban planning being in another, and city planning being in a third, and environmental design being another one, what it is, to me, are purely marketplace divisions. And I feel that it's very destructive if a man on his stationery says that he's all these things. In the marketplace, this would be very much regarded as a great advantage. To a man who feels architecture as a spirit, he cannot title himself this way, because he would consider it pure dissipation of its original inspirations. An architect can build a house and build a city in the same breath if he only thinks about it as being a marvelous, inspired, expressive realm. There is a consciousness, I feel, in all living things. How wonderful it would be, we would really understand ourselves if we only could capture what could be the consciousness of a rose, which must perforce have such beautiful simplicity that we would be able, I think, to solve our problems. It is my belief that all living things have consciousness, that a leaf wants to be a leaf. I sort of think that what the man does is a chunk, you see, of man. It is, and the consciousness is natural for me to give consciousness, let's say, to a room, as though the dimensions of the room and you in it has a rapport. The sun never knew how great it was until it struck the side of the building. In other words, you see, the sun goes along. Man makes something. The sun is surprised.